Woo! Awesome. How are you?
I'm great. Thanks. Yourself?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well.
Good.
So welcome everybody to Testimonial Tuesday. This is just a new call. We're going to try to keep it to 15 minutes, just really quick. All about what this product has done for somebody after they've discovered it. We do thank you for coming on tonight. This will stream live. It'll be here the whole time in the group. If you want to tag people to check out the story, no problem at all. So before I get started with Karen's amazing story, I just want to point out that we do not treat, cure, prevent, or diagnose any condition or ailment. All we're doing is sharing stories of what's happened to people after using our technology. And a lot of you maybe have no clue what I'm talking about and what that technology is. And it's right here. I'm going to be very brief, and this does get more in depth on a Monday night call called Real People, Real Results. It'll be a little bit more in depth, but we're not here for science. We're not here. This is just a pattern. It's a pattern wearable neurotech. This touches neuroreceptors on the body that changes the brain and puts it in balance. And then another technology kind of deals with the frontal lobe and it calms it down. And there's just so many different amazing things. It's technical. We have science, we have studies. What this does the moment it touches is you instantly are stronger, more balanced, more range of motion. And you just, there's different pain that it's helping with. Of course, we don't claim anything. There are certain pains we can claim, but this is all user-based. I mean, get enough product, try it. It's 30-day money-back guarantee. We just want you to get a result. And let's just, move on to Karen, because this is all about her story. It's fantastic. All the stories are amazing. I hear new ones all the time, every day. So welcome, Karen, again. We do appreciate you jumping on doing this tonight for us. So let me just start out with how did you find Vox Life? And then I'll get to the next question after that. We'll start with that.
Okay, no problem. Well, first of all, thank you so much for having me as well. And my journey with Vox started 4 years ago this month, actually, and when I started for myself. But previous to that, I actually had been following some of the things that you were posting online, and I thought, you know what, this just can't be, And
I
I
was
just
the
kept
crazy
watching.
stock guy.
I did call you the crazy stock guy, exactly.
Yeah.
And I kept watching as the testimonials kept coming in, and I thought, okay, this has to be something. And then I kept saying no, and I thought, you know what, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna meet you. You were doing a Christmas bazaar, and I went down with my husband to meet you, and I thought the best person for me to try this on would be my 89-year-old mother at the time, who suffered with diabetic neuropathy. And I know I said to you, like, I'm not paying for the socks. Just give me a pair. If they work, I'll pay you. If they don't, you can have them back. And lo and behold, my mom had some great success with the socks within 15 minutes with her neuropathy. And long story short, other than going through a couple of complications with surgeries, the walker has still been sitting in the corner for the past 4 years, and she's using a cane. So
Awesome.
unbelievable. And I gave her back her life, which was just amazing.
Yeah. So how long has she been wearing the tech now? I know this goes back, gosh, I was introduced to this from like 5 years ago. So
Yeah. So it was Christmas. So it was early December of 2016. So 3.5, 4 years.
geez, it's
Yeah.
amazing. Yeah, it blows my mind. And we were thinking, wow, imagine we got to 1 million people and now we're at 7 million people. So that's pretty awesome. So,
Mhm.
so I guess, so this is, yeah, exactly. So you were a skeptic, and then you said, what's going on here? And there's too many great results. And then of course you take it, you put it on mom, and mom's results blow your mind. And then of course now you and your husband are thinking maybe we should try this, or well, I know Dave did before, and he was skeptical as well, but yeah, he was the first tester and noticed things. But that's dramatic, what your mom faced. And then of course, so now it's your turn, and I know that you've went through some serious things, and fighting cancer and those treatments, they're so invasive. So
Yeah.
what has this done for you, and how has it made a difference?
Yeah. So, fighting cancer was one of the things. And, when you go through radiation and treatments and, the drugs and stuff that they give you, there's a lot of brain fog, there's a lot of fatigue. So I was struggling with that. And over the years, I'd been in several car accidents where I'd been rear-ended a few times and, ended up with concussions. And you get up and you walk away from it and everything's okay and you think everything's good. And I suffered with migraines after the last car accident in 2005, and as well as restless leg syndrome and sciatic pain nerve. So I was on all kinds of things like gabapentin to block the nerve pain, Lyrica, naproxen. I was on so much naproxen for inflammation that they decided to put me on slow release naproxen. I had left the hospital. I was on hydromorphone. I had Oxycontins, like you name it. They were just, giving it to me for all of the pain and everything that I was going through. And, with that, there's a lot of anxiety and there's a lot of depression because you can't do the things that you're used to doing. And, when I first started using the socks, it was just like, okay, I need to get these on me and just see what happens. So, the first couple of days, I noticed a big change in my restless leg syndrome. I wore the socks 24/7. I even wore them to bed.
And just
And
so I know that might be obvious to some, restless leg, can you just expand on what that
mm,
means, like what trouble you have? So
yeah, so
so you're
basically,
kicking Dave in bed. Yeah.
absolutely. It's like, okay, you're either in the spare bedroom or you need to do something to calm yourself down because, like, you're jumping all over the bed, your legs are cramping up, it's painful.
Yeah.
So you don't get you don't get your own sleep to begin with, and then you're disturbing the sleep of your partner as well. So, the sciatic pain nerve, getting up in the morning. There were mornings where Dave literally had to help me out of bed. I mean, as soon as my feet came off the mattress to go down on the floor, it was just like shooting pain from the hip all the way down the leg and very debilitating. And at the time, I still had teenagers at home. And, although they're self sufficient, you're still looking after a family. And so, and I was working. I had a full-time job with a telecommunication company, and I was calling in a lot. And you're calling in sick, and then it's like, okay, when's the next call coming? Where it's like, yeah, don't bother coming in at all, and here's your pink slip, right? And you feel guilty. I mean, you're not feeling good. You're debilitated. You're tired. You're fatigued. I was on the phones all day with the company, and I needed something to help me. So, as I said, with the socks, with the restless leg, within a couple of days, it was pretty much at bay where I could go to sleep and actually sleep. And I noticed with the socks that I was actually sleeping better too, not just because I wasn't jumping around. I was actually waking up in the morning feeling refreshed, which was pretty amazing. Um, the sciatic nerve pain took a while, and I'll be honest with you, it was more than the 30 days, and I was grateful that I trusted the process because I had seen so many of the testimonials, and I knew something somewhere, whether, if you could just take me from like an 8 or a 9 on a pain scale and take me down to a 4 where I could at least just manage my day, that would just be amazing. So it was about 7 or 8 weeks, and I trusted the process. I knew there was science behind it, and I just went with it. And as far as the migraines, I would say probably about 3 or 4 weeks. And I'll tell you, I've been migraine free for the last 4 years. So it's pretty
Amazing.
amazing, because with our, the barometric pressure and stuff like that, it's fluctuating all the time up here. And I used to have refractory migraines. So those are mainly, you're more in a migraine state than you're not, sort of thing. So you've got 3 or 4 days of a migraine, and then you get about 2-day break, and then you're back into a migraine again. So again, debilitating. So it's been pretty amazing that way. And I'm just thankful that I found Vox, because within Vox, um, I knew I should have had some Kleenex.
Mhm.
All of these things that I thought were um, remnants of the car accident, the sciatica, the migraines. I actually went and had my brain map last year with Dr. Sylvia Passfield, and to see the actual holes in the brain area and tissue sheared away, it's all because the migraines and the anxiety and the depression and everything are all due to multiple concussions, which has been since diagnosed as a moderate traumatic brain injury. So this thing does not leave my arm. My cognitive function has gotten so much better. My anxiety that I used to have driving on the 401, all of my accidents were 3 of them on the 401, one of them up in Collingwood, and to go on that highway was debilitating for me. I would sit behind a transport
Terrifying.
truck. Absolutely. I mean, as soon as I would, reach the ramp to get on the 401, like that was just it. Like I couldn't function. I was anxious, and you don't want to be driving on the 401 when you're anxious and you're too cautious and you're sitting behind somebody doing, 80 because you don't want to pass them. And, with everything with the mood swings and everything else that I thought were maybe hormonal, you get to that age and you think, oh yeah, that's just hormones, or my mood swings, yeah, that's just hormones. I found out that it's all because of the traumatic brain injury. So that's on a healing journey right now. I had my brain mapped, and for those that are not familiar with the brain map, my anxiety at the front of the head shows very, very high red, and a lot of other areas of the brain as well. And when Dr. Passfield looked at the brain map and knew of everything that I had gone through and could see the damage, thank heavens I've been wearing this tech for the past 4 years, because there's more green on that brain map than what should be there, which shows that there's improvement with the tech. So
That's
pretty
awesome.
excited.
No, I love hearing it. I had my brain mapped, and it's funny because I didn't have any traumatic brain injury, so there was nothing on the scan, except for maybe it was a little small. But other than that, I had to throw that in. But no, honestly, I mean, and then when you see that, and then you just see the improvements yourself using the product. It's like with this sleeve, it helps me. Like I honestly get anxious jumping on these calls still. I don't know if it's I'm excited or what it is, but I just get in the zone, and I just feel like I don't have to wear it all the time, but it's in certain moments that, you want to put it on, you put it on somewhere all the time. And she was referring to this sleeve. And as you can see, it also has a pattern on it. It's for, just reaction times, memory, just like so many cognitive things that improve with it. And we have a lot of, again, studies and everything that back it up and show what this amazing man from Mississauga, Ontario, Canada, Mr. Jay Dallywell, I got to throw his name out there. He is the inventor of this technology. It's in insoles. You can see there's the tech, there's the pattern. It's in patches. And it's all about this. It's about the stories. I'm so glad that you touched on that you stayed the course, because I remember initially sharing this, it was, oh gosh, somebody had an adverse reaction, or their pain got more, or nothing happened, or whatever. We know there's instant things that happen, and then it just took some longer time. And then we started seeing that. And then we also did the whole put it on for 21 days, take it off, see what happens, see how you decline and go backwards. And that's what happens as well. And when oh my gosh, I don't have my socks on, or, oh, where's that sleeve, so yeah, just remarkable. Your mom, the people that can be helped is just phenomenal. We thank you for sharing your story. We're right on time. And thanks for everybody tuning in. If you know anybody that can be helped or needs help, and this might be something that they're looking for, please let them know about it, and reach out to anyone that has invited you to this group, and they can set you up, get you some product, and maybe this is what you haven't tried, and that's going to make the difference. So again, thank you so much, Karen, and
thank you.
I hope to see you soon. I hope to see lots of people soon, but unfortunately, the way it is, eventually it'll happen, though. I'm confident.
Awesome.
Okay.
Thank you.
Awesome. Have a great night.
You as well. Take care.
Hi to Dave and everybody. Bye.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.